What is going on, YouTube? Today I'm bringing you the SimCity Review. Maybe a little overdue, but I just wanted to give you guys my opinion of this game and what I think is the pros and cons of playing this game. So, to start off with gameplay, this game is clearly very fun. If anybody that's played it, they know this game is extremely fun. I feel like I've never really been into these city building games. I've even played the old SimCity, never really got into it. This one keeps my attention, keeps me in it, always wants me playing. I just find it really fun. Like, it seems a little dull and boring, but it's really not. And it just keeps you in there. Just always something to work for, and it's just very fun, just progressing. Like, I've never really felt a game make this almost this fun. Like, I've never really felt something this fun, just progressing and getting better in a game. It's a very exciting game as well. It's not like any other any of the other city building games, in terms that like you feel that excitement. Like, they're way more boring and dull. Like, you just kind of want to fall asleep building them. Like, even the prior SimCity, like this one, just like there's always you're always something like, whoa, I did not know that could happen. Like, moments happen. Always something like that is going on. There's always like cool events, like disasters that can occur. For example, right now I have the meteor strike, and I have the big lizard. And as you play the game, you unlock more of them, and these disasters just make it more exciting because they can randomly occur. Like, it always just gives you a reason to just stay on the edge of your seat in this game. There's the multiplayer aspect that also makes this game much more appealing, because it lets you just basically play with your friends. For example, I have my friends here who have their cities, as you can see. There's a couple of them, and they're just like, you can collaborate with them to get your city better, and just by working together with other people, you can just become just like a much bigger empire. And it just makes collaboration fun. It makes teamwork fun. And through that, you watch your city grow, which to me might be my favorite part of this game, because you start out with tiny little apartments and tiny little mobile homes almost, and you work your way up to these bustling Empire State buildings, these skyscrapers, giant hotels, because you just make like a big urban paradise almost, if you want to. Like, it just lets you do what you want with your city. Like, my city right now is really highly densely populated and just has a lot of people living in it, 241,000, and it's just really high tech, and everyone's highly educated. I guess I'm just trying to make like the most like perfect typical city. Still things being built. I have my own island, my boat, my ferry terminal, my expo center. It's just like a big city, like what you'd expect out of like a metropolitan city. So another part of this gameplay that makes it amazing is all the options. Like I said, you get to build your kind of city. Like, you don't have to have these kind of like big bustling ones if you don't want. You can also like choose this, like what type of. I have an archaeology construction right now, and I think it's just awesome. Like, how you get to pick what type of city you want to be. Like, you can be a mining city, a technology city, an electronic city, whatever. Like, and if you want to be a dumb city, like with a bunch of rednecks that just work at supermarkets, go ahead. You can have that. With your basic oil power plants, or you can be a smart city with nuclear power plants, but in like high technology, which makes a high income. And another part I really like about this game is all of the data, such as you can literally have all the information you need about your city, from the power to the population to the crime to the nuclear waste, the radiation, I mean, everything, to where the wind is going, so you can know which way pollution's going. And I just think that just makes it so much more immersive and fun. And yeah, just the gameplay is awesome. You get to build your empire the way you want it. Now, in terms of visuals, as you can see, the game is by no means ugly or bad looking. Everything is highly detailed. Each building is awesomely detailed, so every building looks different from the other ones almost. I mean, they're similar to an extent, but it just shows variation. Not every apartment complex is the same. Not every skyscraper looks the same. it's just awesome. Like, you get to see a bunch of variety. You'll always see new types of buildings popping up that you haven't seen before, which brings up a lot of variation. Same with the industrial and the markets. Like, you see a bunch of different stores. You don't just see a bunch of like the one Taco Bell. You see like Taco Bells, like burger shacks, everything, like pit stops, little small restaurants, everything you'd want. But outside of that, I mean, these graphics aren't exactly mind-blowing. But I mean, I don't think anybody plays this game for the graphics. It's not really expected to be a graphically like pushing barriers with its graphics. I think it's just more focused on the gameplay and getting immersed by building your city rather than just giving you a visual simulation of like freaking godness. But yeah, overall the visuals are not bad at all. Like, there's nothing to complain about. Everything looks great, but just you're not going to get your eyes blown out of the water by this game. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not Crysis 3. Now, in terms of replayability, I believe that there's a high replayability. This is the one aspect of the game that I was skeptical about when purchasing this, because I did not know if I was ever going to want to be able to like, once I built my first city and got it big, like, would I want to really build another one? But the truth is, I really do. Like, it just keeps you hooked. You always like, oh, I built this kind of city. Like, let me go build a straight technology-based city where everything is based on technology. It's not just you're urban. It's not just like mining and whatever, like collecting coal, oil. It's not an oil town. Like, you can just build all kinds of different cities with all kinds of new lands. Like, I like how you get to pick different land masses. Like, before I had the one with 2 islands, now I got this one and just like this small island over here, which I really like because I can just build this little industrial section without worrying about pollution or problems going on into my population. And outside of that, I just think it's awesome playing with your friends and being able to go with them. And I just love being able to like collaborate with them and see how you can like change the game by helping them out, and they'll help you out, and you make more money off them. Like what you can import and export. It's really like, this game is deep. That's what gives it replayability. It's deep. There's always something. I feel like there's always something new I'm learning about this game that I haven't figured out yet. And yeah, there's always something you haven't tried. Varying cities. It's the replayability is definitely there. It just keeps you playing. So in conclusion, I'd say SimCity is a very wonderful game. Not the best I've ever played, but once again, this is not exactly my type of game, and it's really got me hooked on it. As you can see, I've built this extravagant empire. I've put in a lot of time and work with this, I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really fun. Like, you guys wouldn't believe how much fun I can have out of this. And it just keeps you engaged. Like, you just like always like, oh, let me just get off after I build this last boat ferries, these last bus stop. But then you're always like, oh, but I got to do this. I got to add on more. I got to build more skyscrapers. My people need more buildings. And it just keeps you engaged, keeps you addicted, keeps you playing it. It definitely takes up a lot of your time, which is probably the main point of video games. So this game definitely does its job. And it's very addictive. I think that's like the strong point of this game, that like how you always want to keep building, always want to keep progressing, like I said earlier. And it's just, it never feels over. And outside of that, the cons of this game are very small, and a lot of them are gone now because they've been working to fix this. Origin and EA. They've before there was very many bugs. They had to shut the game down for, was it a week or so, and they gave us a free game in return, so that's all right. But yeah, there was very many bugs, like the game not working and starting for a lot of people. So people were annoyed because they bought this game and they couldn't even play it. But now it's fine. It works out, and most of those bugs I feel like are taken care of. I don't really have any more problems, that's for sure. And outside of that, my biggest complaint is one that I'm actually kind of ticked off about is the city size. Like, yes, I do have a big city, but I feel like it could be a lot bigger. I feel like the old SimCity was much more large. You could build way bigger. Like, it should at least be going out to here. So you can build much bigger cities, but they've constricted you on size, and they've restricted how big you can make your city. So I guess it's pushing you to make more than one city, basically, by doing that. But I just wish you could build bigger cities, because I feel like you can't really achieve your full potential that you'd want with the size that is given. And outside of that, a complaint that I have is the always online. which a lot of people are enraged about. I'm actually not as mad as most people are about it, but I mean, I feel like it shouldn't be there, because like I don't really mind because I am always online, but like what if the odd case that my internet goes out for a day or two and I want to play this game, like now I can't play it. It's like, what's the point of that? Like I should be able to play offline if I wanted to, if I paid for the game. I shouldn't have to have on the internet to play it too, which can be an annoyance, but it's never really happened to me before because once again I'm always online, but a lot of people are pretty upset about it, so I just wanted to bring it up. But yeah, outside of that, this game is very, very, very good. If you're looking for a game that'll get your attention and just keep you in there, looking something that's going to take up some time out of your day, look into SimCity. I'd rate it a solid 9 out of 10. Right now, this is post glitch, post everything. I'd say this game is a solid 9 out of 10. That's about it, guys. Beads out. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Subscribe for more. Later.